see the pair that got hauled into tires? Did you see that?
我看一下这个直线是什么。
How are you doing? Here you go.
安安 ，Mr. 王。哦，看来这个应该就是接着推主线的时候，但是可能推一半也会跑去打支线。
We're not alone.
Time to fight.
Get 嘴炮！哪里？还有欠揍的。
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
安安太大。我记得这个区域好像有一个什么法香，好吧，先不管，然后走看看。哦，什么招都丢出去。这里呢？ 这里是不是有放东西啊？
Help me, boy. There's a good boy. Nice try. Get him!
结果它后面没东西，打爽的而已。放着来干嘛的嘞？后面没有藏东西啊。
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
你跟我们讲讲优弟吧。他说优弟他人很好，然后很正直善良，很忠诚，然后也很厉害。尤其他拿着刀的时候，真的是不要惹他。他就很像克莱夫，只是他是那个脾气比较好的克莱夫。
Enough.
优弟跟克莱夫差不多啊，只是脾气比较好。
I do. Where are you off to now then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Canberra next. But knowing my luck, the old place would be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? dorks even carry Gil?
看你是一辈子赚不到钱吧。他去哪边都生意失败。
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did. There's a village not far. It's only a matter of time. We can't let those monsters.
I'll go. Rest well, so.
Bad blood.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
$38,000。
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there, in Kosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander!
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Fine, if you insist.
Fine. If you insist.
For Titan!
no fit state to fight.
And this should be easy for you. Come on. Kill me!
For what? The sins of your master. You and I have no quarrel, and I will not strike a man who cannot defend himself.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday. You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
可惜杀不死，不然我也是很乐意完成，帮你达成目的的。
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
surprise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Not quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Here, take a look at my wares. Come again.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to...
Figuratively, I have.
Well, yeah. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. That an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Karava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. The Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course, you leave Tabor through the east gate, but take... I eagerly await...
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You! Finally. No one was...
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb this...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighbor.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfect.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest.
How are those new boots treating you?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stone of Tabor, and sacred hold on the noble blood till ends the mother's labor. Guardians of the Crystal. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes to Dad. Not a scratch on them.
Wanderers of the Golden Plain, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past. and make these rocks a home. Wonders of the Golden Plains. 来自黄金平原的流浪者。
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Children of the hunters, 猎人的孩子。
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair, considering.
Oh, what the I... come, don't tease. Let's start.
Guardians of the great good Mughal guardians. 我好想跟他讲一个错的。The great good Mughal guardians.
The great good Mughal guardians. That's definitely not right.
Take all the time.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north.
Riders of the snowy slopes, wonders of the Golden Plains, voyeurs of the ashen ocean.
Wonders of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now sworn to serve the sun. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Children of the hunters, now dancing hand in hand.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
然后下一个，这边呢？又不能走，我只能传过来了。哇，有弟弟真好，弟弟的那个喷火伤害也是蛮高的。话说，我上次有看到有人截图了，说弟弟的这把剑就是他小时候用的那一把，被带到现在。
Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Enemy Flame 69000，这只蛮脆皮的。 This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your hide.
I worried you might never return. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I'd hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not join me as my honored partner. With my
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy and...
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business.
继续往后走，好像也没别的东西。
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
他看起来很可疑。
The free city's under siege? Who'd have thought it?
Master Cyril.
这边开了。
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Titan! It's over! You're finished. Brutal.
怎么打？
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
嗯，有支线。有支线，我还不先去解。好快。
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity.
So where does my skill with the...
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where... And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small... The place was abandoned.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to... encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't... Excellent. Theo?
Of course.
Sounds like...
I will. Even if I begin right now, I'll be... So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in.
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdras Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right.
I'm sure you...
Raiding places. 好几故事啊。啊，从这。
Oh, you're a friend of the Crimson Caravans. And by the look of you, I'd say...
You're finished! This one!
Hai 在空中被点死。
This must have been a nice place once.
And it will be again. Enough. Farewell. It's over. Get him! Sick him! Stay down!
41万。
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
看一下这里还有没有什么。它会接起来，这里还有一只到手。
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well,
I'm not sure I do.
要升级没？还没，还差一点点。
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans. This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
Hmm. 等一下，我可以点技能了没？哎，可以。点哪个啊？只剩个2个了，剩一个就可以点满了。 for great justice, eh? Oh, it's got to.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
打起来，打起来！
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
高坛酒庄。
Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. Sid! Don't worry about it. We can't...
All right. Where is this?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Promise it.
在这里，音乐。
Safe.
Have care.
哎，终于升级啦！
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
暴揍一顿，暴揍一顿。
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. It's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here. It's over. This one.
Stay down.
人多势众。
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't. So long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our...
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting.
I look forward to it.
Mm-hmm. 还有一个在玛莎那里。对，我要看有没有讨伐。有啊，我这 个草包我还没打，在塔博尔的南方，我忘了打。
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was...
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, but there's only so many we can shelter with that we can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less and that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a bird.
It's no...
Thank you.
So?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since...
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would. But what's done is done.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men that would have sent someone to clear them out sooner, but now we've got...
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those...
And I know the men. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Of course.
Rekindling the flame.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
I'm all for making this town welcoming.
So Wade...
And you, Lord Rosfield.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your...
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. Not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters. We need somewhere to settle them. And I can...
As can I, which is why I agreed.
That's very kind of you. I'd be with you beside us. We shall soon send that rabble of rogues.
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unaware.
I can't ask you to bear all...
The Akashic are the...
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on.
All right.
We shall see.
Eastpool.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
我还特别等最后那只走进来，我才开分招。
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences.
Titan!
我看到你了。这个是屌的呀！
That's the end of that then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. It's over. Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
I would hope so.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters...
Of course. Leave it with me, my...
Later.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
接下来是去看一下好看的头发，还有新的头发冠。
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth.
Lost Wing Sunbreak 啊，这个我知道。普洱南方啊，这里啊，应该是那里没错吧？啊，普洱南方的，我猜在那里。
The free cities under siege?
啊，团体的。狼群。
You're on my side, Tomo. Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
他们就该来惹你。你们这一群瘦巴巴的，还想敢说自己是野狼？狼的那个打完了，然后 last one。
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead. Grant them your trust, and they will repay you with their loyalty.
Still alive, are you? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
So what do I owe the honour? So, what'll it be? You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you.
阿斯温的那个地下酒窖，一条路。
in! You'll regret doing my mother's bidding. Let's try. Hold still. You're not leaving.
整个画面都是特效，啥都看不见。
Your work here is done.
一个 S 的，我不要趁现在你把它打一打。我在哪里呀？我要查一下公路。 嗯，它在哦，在这里啊。嗯。要回去免费补写一下。去打那个 S 怪，趁我们现在人多势众，有4个人。
Come on. Yeah!
记得这只蛮不好搞的。哇
！Found that. This beast isn't to be trifled with.
哇哟！ 记得这个不好搞。 收尾。哇，这次真是，哇，给多少？他是直接给1000万吗？20万，他直接给1000万哦。
Definitely not to be trifled with.
哇，这次真的是哦，90几等，不好管。大人都差不多要休息了。可是现阶段好像还是没有什么会做的。
Clive，
会做的。
Going purse weighing you down. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want? My best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
受攻击算魔法攻击吗？还剩2200。我都点满的话，我的成就什么时候？ 这被点了。对，这个就拿到这个成就，然后还有另一个是什么 ？Final Fantasy 通关。哎，原来Ultima Weapon 不算 ，Ultima Weapon 不算成就。可是我还是想拿那个700的。好，先这样吧。明天晚上我有事，所以明天晚上应该不会开。再来可能就是后天，礼拜6的话，看看我什么时候开的，不知道。好，那今天就先这样，晚安啦，拜拜。